Welcome back to Le Grand Pavois Boat Show in La Rochelle, and get ready, because this week we are gonna tour the most different aluminum sailboat we have ever seen. We are Duca and Roberta, and after 2 years living aboard Odd, we sold our boat in the Caribbean and we moved to France, where we are gonna build our new exploration aluminum sailboat. So don't forget to subscribe and to join us every Sunday for our new episode.
Can I ask you for a favor? Can I put you, because you know the boat better than I know, and your voice is important for us.
To have my English in...
My English is terrible. Mais mon français s'est beaucoup amélioré. And for that, we need to thank the sponsor for today's video.
Mirabelle.
Yeah, as you know, we moved to France to start building our brand new sailboat. What you might not know is that the town that we moved into, called Taha, is a really small town with around 10,000 inhabitants. And that means in order to get around, most of the time, English is not enough.
C'est quantas voitures? No Master Sérieux? Oui, oui. R3 Ça, en bas. Derrière.
And to learn faster, we are using Babel, one of the top learning language apps in the whole world.
Ma mère.
Ma mère.
Mes parents. Tes parents. Ses parents. Mon père est en voyage d'affaires. Mes frères. Qu'est-ce que tu fais ce week-end?
And what we love about Babel is that they use real-life situations designed by real language teachers. And another cool thing is that they offer a 20 days money-back guarantee.
How about you guys? Have you ever thought about learning a different language? Let me know in the comment section down below what's the next language you're gonna learn. And if you want to start learning right now, make sure to click in the link in the description of this video and you're gonna get 60% off your subscription in their New Year's sale. That's awesome. But now it's time to go back to the episode, because this week's episode we're gonna see a really different boat. This is cork on the deck?
Yes.
Oh.
Liège projeté.
That's I never seen on the deck. It's a nice idea.
We have this on the deck, and we have also this everybody inside.
The whole, yes. We are gonna have inside. In our boat is gonna have inside, but I never thought you could use outside. And also helps for condensation if you have outside also. That's a really cool idea. So how big is the boat?
It's 16 meters long.
16 meters. That means 50.
But the main interest of this boat is that it's a SCOW.
Yes.
So it's very big in the front.
Yes.
The difference of a SCOW and a classical boat, that a SCOW go under the water.
Yes.
And don't separate the water.
Yes.
So we have no wave, and we have a very thin hull,
and you can go downwind much better.
Yes,
downwind surf better.
And it's more comfortable.
Downwind, yes.
This boat is a little bit heavy to surf, really.
Yes.
Because we are 25 tons actually in this case.
And what's the idea of the boat is to go where?
Where you want?
West. West.
Yes, for us it's west at the first. But after that you can go to north or south. For me, I like to go to the Pacific.
Yes.
I've never been. I've made a lot of times Atlantics, but I've never been to Pacific.
You love it?
Yeah. No, I don't know, because
I know. You will love it. When was the boat ready?
6 months ago.
6 months? Oh, just fresh.
Yes, very fresh, and we are just making some tests and not very long navigation.
Okay.
So to explain the boat, we have the part of the pilot.
Yes.
So after that we go to the pilot and see, and the pilot can do everything there. And you must have just a pilot when you go in a port or out port or make some maneuver. In other time, you don't need especially to have people here.
Yes.
This is for dining outside.
Yes.
We have the same inside, but this is when you have good weather and when you're going to go outside.
Yes.
This is a maneuver cockpit. So every ropes arrived here. We have electric drums. Drums?
Winch. With drums. Could be drums.
Okay. And we can stay here to do every maneuver except for spinnaker.
Okay.
For spinnaker, we have to go.
Yes.
in
But
front.
spinnaker low wind, so it's not strong, so it's good. It's fine.
Yeah.
Not stormy.
Yeah. And this is a watching place.
Yes.
We go around
Yes.
and we arrive by this side.
So where was the boat built?
The aluminium, it was near Chateaubriand. Chateaubriand is between Rennes and Nantes.
Okay.
So we have Genoa, and in this case it's also electric,
Okay.
so we can maneuver from the cockpit,
Okay.
and it's also completely electric. We have a wall here, hermetic.
overhead. Yeah.
Hermetic, so if you have some trouble here, the water can go in this place.
Yes.
We have, it's symmetrical.
Yes.
We have here the spinnaker place. So we can throw the code 0. This is the symmetric spinnaker, and in the other side we have the code 0.
Okay.
So the sail goes
Comes to here
comes
directly.
directly and can be closed.
That's really smart.
We have the guindeau here. And the particular thing interesting is that it's a pneumatic doors,
Okay.
and the pneumatic doors open and put the anchor
Okay.
outside.
Yes.
And when the guindeau takes the anchor, it closes automatically the door.
Okay.
So you don't have to move
Yes.
the anchor. It's quite heavy. And,
Yes. This is really big.
the trinket.
This is not too fast, not too slow.
Yeah.
It's big.
Okay, so
Not too-
this is the pilot where we can use engine. It's electric engine
Oh, it's electric engine.
Yeah.
Which one?
completely. This is Bella Marine.
So which Bell Marine you have? How many kilowatts? Okay.
245.
And how do you like the electrical engine so far?
I every times do electric boats.
Oh,
So for me it's normal, and we have to use electric boats. So,
yes.
it's normal, and we have a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Not very important,
Yes.
but we still have trouble because people don't know exactly how to manufacture and to do and to
Yeah.
use electric motors.
Yes.
And right now, people have be afraid of battery,
Yes.
and we have a lot of protection
Yes.
to preserve the battery, and it's interesting to preserve the battery. But sometimes, if you are in a bad situation, you want to put all the power,
Fast.
and in this case, poof, motor stop.
Oh.
Say, oh, too much current for my
Yes.
battery, and so on, or some reason, sometimes bad reason. But you are outside and no motor at all.
Yeah.
So you have to shut down everything and to restart.
Yes.
And it restarts. But you are a little bit afraid, and you say the security on board is not that. So we have to manage and to really improve the security system and how to produce more security with that without
Without blocking the system.
without blocking the system. Or blocking the system. Of course, if you do something bad, you have to block the system
Yes,
because
but needs to
people
be
can.
bad.
But maybe, for example, if I go there, maybe the motor can slow and say, okay, he asked me for too much power. I give him
Enough, what I
only
have.
half,
What
for
I have,
example,
yes.
what I have or what I can do, but to have this type of protection and not stop.
Yes.
Of course, stop protection is very easy to do,
Yes.
but it's not
This is not too
satisfying.
easy. So this, you had problems with this one also. With Bell Marine, you also had some trouble sometimes.
Yeah, and actually, we hope for the regeneration system,
Yes.
and actually the regeneration is not working.
Okay.
But it's because it's
new.
too early. It's
Yes,
new.
too early, yes,
We
yes.
don't know. We change the propeller. We are
Yeah.
not sure to have the good propeller right now, and so on. So we have to make some adjustments of the system, and it's not very important for us. But we have the
jet thruster. Ooh.
Thruster.
It's a little bit strong.
Yeah.
You can still see the foam there.
Yeah. No, that's really strong. That's a huge cockpit.
So here it's a good place when you have bad weather, something like that. You can wait and make all the maneuver.
Ooh.
So
Check the size of this screen.
It's a TV.
it's exactly the same that we have in this place, so bigger one. And we have an autopilot, of course. The autopilot can be driven by the pilot place. Can be also in this place because they have all the information here to have the wind, the direction of the wind, the wind speed, etc., etc. And we have the same here.
Yeah.
So we can choose the pilot and change the pilot from here. And if you see some boy or something on your road, you can take the hand, make a turn, éviter
the collision.
Yes. Have no collision because this you stop it and the pilot takes the road.
So this is a joystick, just like a helm, like
it's a
hydraulic
It's
helm.
a joystick,
Yeah.
but the joystick is just connected to the pilot.
Yes.
And say to the pilot, I have more importance.
I'm priority.
Yes, I am priority, and I want to go in this way. This is air pump system, and the air pump is to make a lot of things, like open the doors for the anchor, but also open the platform at the back, and move some flaps. Also to modify and to increase the cap of the boat when we are in front of the wind.
And who designed the boat?
Design me.
Yeah, you designed.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
Yes. When you have made some navigation, you come in this place, and you can put all your weight things in this. Put
jackets,
and so on, and be safe. And this is a life place.
Yes.
So for the life place, it's completely symmetrical.
Okay.
So we have toilets, electric toilets. Both, they are the same. In this way, we are going to see the cabin. So for the cabin, we have 4 cabins for 2 people. This one is for 2 people in this side. And every cabin, come in please. Come in. Come in also. It's a game. we want to know how many people we can put in the room. And every cabin is a shower.
Oh, that's good.
So
so you
very comfortable.
You don't need to fight for a space in the shower.
And you can see also the noise.
Yes.
We have no noise, and it's quiet. And it's separated because we have here a shower, and here we have the shower of the other cabin.
Oh, it's like
so. It's quite a good separation of the cabin.
That's a really good cabin. Really spacious.
So it's the same here.
It's really spacious. It's a house. It's a big house.
Yes, it's
a big house.
Big house, and another particularity also is that the bed is a classical bed.
Yes, so you can change easy.
So it's with this, and it's rectangular. You have no specific literally.
Yes.
And no, yes.
You can buy anywhere.
You can change, you can buy, and also for everything. It's standard.
Yeah, easier and cheaper.
And cheaper.
Yes.
Yes, of course. We have two toilets and 4 cabins. From this part, the boat is completely symmetrical. You know, because I am the designer, and in this case, I have half work.
Yeah.
To design it, I have half
Yeah,
work.
just copy and do like this.
Good man, eh?
Yeah, it's just like design and you do like, tick, done. Smart.
So this is the engine room, and we go after that. Because there's some people.
Ooh, you can see the engine here.
Yes.
The motor.
Sorry, yes. I'm going to put the light on. Faut allumer les moteurs.
Right. Oh, there's a light to see the motor. It's like a
Le moteur,
museum.
quand t'es passé devant, il était éteint.
Tout le monde en profite.
The interesting fact is this is a hermetic place. So if we have a trouble with the propeller here, maybe water can go inside this place. But in this case, they never go outside, so in the cabin. So you can't sink by this fact.
Okay.
Okay, in a lot of boats, if you have trouble with this specific ring, I don't know the name in English. Tube, yes. And in other way, if we have some trouble in the boat, if water came inside, we can
Use the engine.
Use the engine.
Yes.
And it's the same for the battery. The battery is in the cursive, and are in the same specific room, hermetic room, because we don't need to have heat exchange.
And you don't need to have ventilation inside?
No.
For the motor?
No. And everything is water cooling.
Yes.
So you see here the water. The water go en fait outside.
Yes.
And the water cool the engine and also cool the driver. Yes, and it's every time it's closed, and it's why it's a plexiglass, because we can see if there's some trouble not opening.
Before opening, you can see if there's fire. You can see before opening.
Yes, and we have not to open, because when you open and you close a door, you take the humidity and so on, and
so you try to open as little as possible.
Yes, we have 2 chargers. We take the 2 engine, because it's an hybrid system, and we have 2 generators.
Okay.
Here.
Oh, fisher pond, yeah. 2 big ones.
So it's they are both 20 kilowatts power. As the motor is 45 kilowatts, we can, with this system, go half the power of the motor continuously.
And how many knots you do on half the power?
We never go actually with half the power.
Yeah.
We go with quarter power.
Or quarter power, yes.
Yes, so 10 kilowatts in each motor.
Yes.
Make 4.5 knots.
Oh, good. Yeah,
So-
it's pretty good. It's enough.
Yes, it's enough to when you are no wind.
Yes, and for emergency, you can go more power then.
She sees
She
washing
see what she
machine.
likes.
The important part.
No.
Okay, this the water.
Yeah, this is a water cooling system.
Okay.
So this is the heat, the hot water. And we have the same in both sides.
Okay.
And when we want to cool something down, for example, we pump in the other one. We go through the motors, and we throw the waters in this one. And this one go every part near the hull and be cooled by the sea,
Okay.
and come back here.
Okay.
This is the same for this system, and this is a heat pump. So with the heat pump, we make geothermic climatization. So we can cool down and climatate the boat if it's hot. And in winter, we can heat the system and to take the calorie from our system.
That's from Webasto.
So Webasto, yes.
And then you can control exactly how you want the temperature.
Yes, yes. In our case, with a very good energy management system.
And what batteries do you use?
PowerTech. It's 160 volts.
160 volts, okay.
And we have about 5 hours, half power.
Okay. Oh, so your motors are 160 volts.
160 volts.
Okay. It's different that you don't have an engine room, you have more electrical room. It's a technical room, not an engine room. It's different.
Yeah. A journalist came here and said, oh, you have everything in both, it's quite good because if you have trouble, we have 2 generators, you have 2. And if him and say, oh, only one.
A small one, no.
Yes, but if it's break, we have we can't have another one.
Yeah, it's good enough, the size. It's big boat.
Yeah, it's all the desalt system.
Oh, how many liters do you?
100 liters.
Okay.
Per
hour.
By hour.
Good. Oh, that's a big space.
So with a cooling system, we have we make fresh very easy. So we have 2 refrigerator system.
Okay.
One congelator.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, freezer.
Yes.
Yes.
-5 degrees.
Yes.
And this is this part.
Mm-hmm.
We have a refrigerator here from this access.
Yes.
It's a classic refrigerator. Yes, you can open.
Oh, there's chocolate there. Quick.
This is
I can imagine.
beer, yes, refreshed by the system and compressed by the air pressure of the boat. This is another fridge, and this is a wine cave.
Okay, that's a wine cave.
Don't open.
That's more and more.
No,
No, one can see that.
When you sing a contract, we can open these doors.
Yeah. That's really. Oh, that's a big one. It's just like a huge saloon.
If you
Roberta is small in the middle of everything.
with the conception and everything, 2 years and a half.
That's really, really big.
I'm sorry for my English.
No, thank you so much. Really, really cool.
I don't
idea,
speak English
Yeah.
very often. And,
Your English is 150% better than my French. But next year we're gonna be good in French. We're learning.
Fine.
Thanks so much. I will take this one just so you know. Yeah. Otherwise we're gonna be hearing you all day long. We really appreciate it.
Okay.
Really, really cool. Okay. Really, really nice. Good to see people dreaming with new things. I really like that.
you.